as I was saying, we're always smart about how we approach this. If you're someone who has been dealing with it for a long time, in order for me to work with you, we must bring your healthcare provider in as well. They must also be on the same page. In some instances, I have had to have conferences with healthcare providers to explain to them exactly what the regimen is going to look like and explain to them what my part is going to be in it, because the client has said, hey, I want to get off of this stuff. And I know that your dosage, the amount of doses of medication that you've been given to address your type 2 diabetes is based on your A1C levels. So if you can come in periodically every 2 weeks or every month based on whatever understanding that we can arrive at with your healthcare provider, every time that you come in and that A1C has lowered, that dosage lowers too until it's no longer there. So that's how that process works. We're always smart because, like I said, your health is number one. Now, just like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't have a master's degree. I have a certification in nutrition. And I benefited from probably being able to be up under the tutelage of probably the greatest nutrition mind in the history of America. You understand what I'm saying? What she taught me was how to approach nutrition. And once she taught me how to approach nutrition, it's like she gave me the game and I ran with it. I taught myself how to do this because I know that I'm gifted. But beyond being gifted, I'm not arrogant, I'm confident because I know what I can do. I'm like a lion in type 2 diabetes is my jungle. I'm working with people, we destroy them. And when I say destruction, that is what I mean. We are destroyed, but we're working together. We're holding each other accountable. It's not easy, it's work. It's work and it's discipline. It requires discipline. One of the things that I was going to get to before I got cut off in the other video is the assistant. Now, what speeds up this process? H2O. Because it allows it to be constantly pushed out of your system. When you're drinking water all day, you're using the bathroom all day. Every time you use the bathroom, you're ridding the body of those toxins. All right? What else has it? Catalyst. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is very important because cayenne pepper speeds up absorption when it's combined with these other spices. So it allows your body to absorb nutrients, in some instances, 60% faster, which means it speeds up the process again, which means it pushes it out faster. Perfect. Now, one of the other things is vanilla extract. Very, very good at speeding everything up. It also aids in digestion. It helps with your mood. Most of us identify vanilla extract with something sweet. All you have to do is take vanilla extract, put a dab in your water, put a tablespoon in your water and shake it up and drink it. You understand what I'm saying? Put it in. And for kids that like to drink sodas all the time, make it a new soda. Put a tablespoon in their water, shake it up and give it to them. They're going to think it's soda because it has a sweet taste minus the sugar. And it's good for them. It also helps with depression. It helps with, it's just so many other different things that it works with. Now, most of the time, a lot of times I see, or I don't want to say I see, I'm just going to, we're going to keep it 100 with everything that I'm doing. I'm walking my walk. I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing. I eat goji berries. I put them in my smoothie. I do hemp seed. I have gymnema. I use it. I use chlorella. I use spirulina. I use pure cacao powder. Thank you, Tracy, for bringing this back from Costa Rica. Definitely putting it to good use. Obviously, I told you about my homeboy vanilla extract. Something else that I use, very important, parsley, I put it on everything. I also have my maca root, and I also have my cell fuse. So I'm not telling, and also thank you, Tiffany in Richmond. You turned me on to this a few years ago. I still love it. I still rock with it. Little man loves it too. But like I was saying, you can no longer say that you have to, this is not, can be an issue. I've given you, I have all the information, I've done all of the homework, and I'm providing to you. So what I am doing is empowering you. Now, if you want to continue to have it, that's up to you. But when you look down here and you see 1 + 1 = death, what does that mean? Type 2 diabetes being 1 plus high blood pressure equaling circulatory malfunction. What does that mean? Well, it's simple. cholesterol can't enter the bloodstream on its own. It has to be assisted. It has to be carried. So the body creates what is called a lipoprotein, or what is called a vehicle. Just like when you want to go somewhere, you can't get there on your own, so you call Uber. Someone is driving the Uber, but both of y'all are sharing the space. So that's what a lipoprotein is. Just think about it like that. You have a vehicle, you have the cholesterol getting in, and you have the triglycerides driving. So it enters the bloodstream. So if the blood vessel or the artery is this big, then this means that by design, this is how much blood is supposed to flow. It's not big for nothing. It serves a purpose. So if this is the size of it, then the blood that's flowing through it should be able to get all the way through there to the heart, so everything can function like it's supposed to. Why is the heart? The heart is a muscle, but it filters blood. It goes in and comes out, goes in and comes out, goes in and comes out. So when you dump that bad package into that bloodstream over and over and over and over and over, what happens is you clog up that artery with plaque and a lot of other different things, and so it gets smaller. But more than that, every time it passes through the blood passes through the heart to be filtered, all of those toxins get into the blood, into the tissue, the muscle tissue of the heart. So it weakens it. So you're weakening the heart, plus you're making it work harder at the same time, because it's having to pull even harder to try to get the oxygen in the blood through that little small hole that you've created with these poor eating habits. So it's no wonder why the heart just gives out. It's like going into the gym and you deciding that I never worked out, but I'm going to go get up under 315 pounds and bench it by myself. You're going to kill yourself. And when you see people that do it, they even work out and they take on heavier weight, their veins pop out in their head, they shaking, they jumping out, having contractions and all kind of stuff because it is too heavy. Think about that. That is the pressure that you're putting on the heart when you create this type of poor concept, this type of poor construct. And also, the other catalyst is exercise. The other catalyst is exercise. Why? Because it increases heart rate. If it increases heart rate, it increases blood flow. If it increases blood flow, then it means that all of the nutrients that are in the blood, because that's what the food for the body is, in the blood. But you need that oxygen and water to give it that pressure so that it can be pushed through the system. All right? So, like I said, I've empowered you. I've given you all of the information that you need. Now, if you're smart, what you'll do is take all of this information, do you a little bit of cross-referencing, a little bit of research, and put something together, create your own little formula, and start working from there. Because what we know is this: if you improve what you're eating and you start moving around, whatever your situation, condition is, it will get better. Now, I can put all of this information together with and utilize my formula and specify it to your individuality, and create it for you. And put everything in order, tell you what time to exercise, when to do it, how much spice to put in what time to eat, what to eat. And because I understand that every blood type can't have all of these foods, because like I told you in an earlier video, you have pectin and lectin, a pectin and lectin component that must be adhered to, right? So I can create all of that for you, but if I do it for you, you're going to pay me $1,500 a month, period. That's the bottom line. If you do it, it will work. I've empowered you. Take it and work with it. Take it and work with it. It's not fair to your family. It's not fair to your husband. It's not fair to your wife. It's not fair to your son and daughter for you to commit slow suicide for 10, 15 years. And then when you get old and you're on your deathbed, now they got to put their life on hold and take care of you. That's selfish as hell. Especially when you know better. And especially when you understand that the 3 major causes of death for the melanated being is related to type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and circulatory malfunction, or some type of heart disease. All of these 3 things are self-imposed. These are things that we have control over. You have control over this dynamic. So you have to seize the day. You have to take the information. You got to stop doing whatever it is that you're doing that's not conducive to being healthy. If you want qualitative life, come and holler at me. If you want this information, if you want to just memorize, just keep playing the video over and over and over and over. If you got somebody that you think need it, tag them in it.